Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Brett. In my hands is Tales in Technihorror, Season 1, Number 1. This is it was a fairly interesting anthology consisting of 5 stories, all by the same creative team. So it's written and lettered by Kiyarn, Taghan. If I mispronounced your name, I really apologize. Illustrated by Christian Dibari, colored by Simon Gough, and published by Black Caravan, which is kind of like the adult imprint for Scout Comics, more adult-ish imprint. So this is interesting. So it's 5 tales of, I'd say generally horror, really all horror, and you know they're good. It all feels a little short. Like I would like to see a lot of this kind of expanded upon and delivered a little bit more. Some of it was a little bit predictable, but overall not bad. It's interesting is like 5 stories overall. The comic for me kind of felt a little bit too short and not meaty enough, if that makes sense, but like it's good. It's really funny is that if you took this and then maybe did 4 issues of that, 20 short stories and put it in a graphic novel and charge $20 for it, like I actually might feel like it was a little bit more worthwhile than 4 separate issues. And I know that sounds weird because it's the same content and just packaged a little bit differently. But like it's decent. Like it's good. It's decent. Like if you like horror short stories, I think you'll probably dig it. I'm not the big horror fan, so like this isn't something that really kind of like I'm gonna dive in and really know the nuance of that genre. And for me, like there was a couple of the stories I knew the ending before they got there. But overall, like there's a couple that gave me a little creepy sense. And they were interesting. It's worth the read, I think. If you were like a hardcore horror fan, I think it's maybe worth picking up and just kind of sitting back enjoying what's inside. So as I said, there's 5 stories, and there's also little pin-ups in there, and they vary. Like the stories really are different. There's kind of underwater one. I'm just going to show off first pages for each one. That's like about deep sea diving and the horrors underneath, and from there it takes you into space, which I think is kind of an interesting going from one to the other, from deep underwater to out in the ocean, and then from there we have a little bit of kind of like a nature horror. I don't know quite how to describe it. Let's see here. And speaking of nature, from there we go out into the bayou and have to deal with some crocodiles. And this one kind of has a very Hellraiser-ish vibe to it. So this is like it's interesting. Like it all has the genre connection. I kind of maybe wish there was maybe a little bit more connection to it. Like I kind of see something in the beginning of like going from deep underwater to space, from nature to nature, and then the weird one at the end. It would be interesting, I think, if there was a little bit more thematic tying them all together. But as I say, I keep on saying, like it's not bad. The art is good. The stories are interesting, and yeah, I mean, if you like the genre, I think it's worth checking out. Like flip through it at the comic shop and see if you like it, and go from there. Again, like me, someone who's not big on the genre, I thought it was a little bit predictable at times, but overall entertained, I think. So yeah, you can go get it now. And I actually love the cover. I said this when I did our weekly preview. I think this is really, really cool cover. Like the packaging is awesome. There's a nice thick cover to it, and that the actual cover is pretty sweet. I would get this just for the cover because I think it's pretty badass. Out in comic shops now, you can go get it. We get a link beneath this video. Put in your zip code or tell the shops near you. No shop, no problem. We have some affiliate links. There are affiliate links, so we get a small percentage by doing that. You help support our site, so thank you. And yeah, I mean, just watching our videos, you support us, so thank you for that. If you want more Black Caravan Scout comic news, check us out every day at graphicpolicy.com or on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. So until next time, keep reading those comics, and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games. you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.